A couple of months ago, if you guys remember, I did a video talking about my favorite TD credit card when it comes to travel points. And I basically went on to compare the TD first class travel to the TD Aeroplan card. And in that video, basically what I concluded was at the time, I felt like I preferred the first class travel card. It gave you a lot more flexibility. You could book on, hotels, flights, the whole essential package rather than just flights with Air Canada. But after a couple months of filming that video and doing additional research, talking again to people like Ricky, I had another discussion with him, seeing from you guys the comments down below, I got some really insightful comments. It's become clear to me now that I was actually very wrong in that video. I mean, I guess there isn't always a right or wrong at the end of the day. It does come down to personal preference. But in all honesty, I do feel kind of bad that I posted that video knowing what I know now, because long story short, I have made the switch to the TD Aeroplan card, which was again the other one that I was comparing, and I've had this card for about a month now. I'll just say I've been nothing but pleased with it. This was actually one of the comments that really stuck out to me from T-Deuce Fantasy, basically saying that I had 1 million in travel points. If you redeem to Expedia, that's $5,000 maximum. This is with my old card. So not a lot. You can redeem no more than 1 to 2 long-haul business flights. He says, dump the first-class travel points card and get the Aeroplan card instead. To get those 1 million points, you would have spent $300, $1,000. And if you would have spent that on the Aeroplan card, you would have had enough for at least 4 to 5 long-haul flights. He's another points guru in Vancouver. So like Ricky, he knows what he's talking about. And that one just really hit home with me. I actually I felt bad when I read that comment, thinking I could have had 4 to 5 long-haul travel flights. But with the TD first class travel card, I had basically significantly less. In fact, we actually used up all those points, which was great. We were able to book a vacation. We're going to Hawaii, which is amazing. We got basically the whole trip covered, flights and everything, hotels and all. So good, very happy. But to see that and to realize that I've actually missed out on the opportunity cost, if you will, of having a better card, well, it kicked my butt into action. And again, I did just want to say that I did actually go with this card. So I'll pop up some stuff on the screen. And as I touched on in that last video, I really don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to these credit cards. I'm just kind of sharing with you guys what I'm doing. And I wanted to make this video just to update you. I don't want that to be my last piece of information out there for people thinking that's the card I like. In hindsight, this is actually the preferred card. Very standard. You got an annual fee of $140. That, like most cards, does get waived for the first year when you sign up. Very typical interest that you'd be paying additional cardholder $75. This card does have a welcome bonus, which is actually live, as it says here, only for about a week or two longer at the time of posting this video. So till September 5th, must apply by September 6th. Earn up to $1,400 in value, including 50,000 Aeroplan points. Basically, upon making your first purchase with this new card, you're going to earn 10,000 Aeroplan points. You earn an additional 20,000 Aeroplan points when you spend $1,500 within the first 90 days of account opening. And that's something that I was just checking. I've already knocked off both of those, so really captured that. And you can even earn an additional 20,000 Aeroplan points when you spend $7,500 within 12 months of opening the account. One thing that they did tell me about that was that you would get credited that at the end of the 12-month period. So even if you spend $7,500 right up front, it's by the end of the 12-month period at the end of the year where you get those. Nevertheless, tons of bonus points to acquire. Again, a value here of about $1,400. And really what stuck out to me after learning more about this card, these perks such as being able to get a rebate for your Nexus. I know it doesn't sound like much, but we just went down to Seattle like last week or two, which was awesome time. We just drove down because one fun fact that we learned is you don't need a passport for your baby if you are traveling by land or sea. And that goes up to age 15 or 16, which just boggles my mind. So you could have a kid under the age of 15 or 16, and if you're going on a cruise, if you're going over the border driving, you can just get away with the birth certificate. It worked perfectly fine for us. If you are flying, you are going to be needing a passport. Nevertheless, that's just a side note. But we sat in the line and we saw all the people zipping by on Nexus, and it definitely sucked. So Nexus is awesome. I actually do have my Nexus, but that's another story. This is another card benefit that I'm personally very excited for. As mentioned in the previous video, when you are traveling on Air Canada flights, primary card holders, additional card holders, and travel companions, up to 8 travel companions on the same reservation will all enjoy their first checked bag free. With a lot of airlines now typically charging for that first checked bag, $50, $60. you do the math. By being an Aeroplan card holder, this is the Visa Infinite, if I didn't mention that, those savings are now very exciting. I also read from a comment here from Jesse on that last video. He said it's also worth noting that Aeroplan points can be redeemed with any Star Alliance airline, not just AC. So a very, very valuable piece of information to know. All in all, guys, this is just a really quick update video. Like I said in that last video, make sure you're doing your own research when it comes to this stuff, because I'm just sharing with you guys kind of my thoughts on it. I find this whole point system to really throw me for a loop, and I still don't quite understand it. This is a post from Reddit over 2 years ago. It says here that TD rewards points, which is what I had, are worth 0.5 cents per point, which is hot garbage. For travel can be used on Expedia for TD. The Aeroplan points are worth roughly 1.8 cents per point. With any new Aeroplan redemption can be geographical zones when you find any sweet spots, blah, 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 blah. Aeroplan can only be used by Air Canada. Nevertheless, guys, just wanted to come up and throw up a quick video just to kind of fill you in, because again, I do kind of feel bad for making that video. I thought about deleting that video, but I'm like, I'm not going to delete it. I just hope that now that I have additional information, and I hope that now that I know a little bit more about cards, it's pretty clear to me that the Aeroplan card, from a point system, from a perks system, it does seem to be just all around the better card. And I know a lot of you guys in the comments were saying you guys were very happy with this card. I just want to share with you that I am happy with this card as well. I hope in that last video I didn't swing too many people over to that card. I hope you guys did your research and didn't just blindly copy, because I will just say I apologize, if you will. You know, I want to rectify my mistake, because when people say ditch that card and this card is a hot mess, as it says here, a hot garbage, I'm starting to come to realize that, you know what, this is the superior card. I do truly believe that now. I'm happy with it, and I just wanted to share an update with you guys. If you enjoyed, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. Of course, the Academy is that first link down below. I'd love to hear what you guys think down in the comment section below. But as always, I thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video.